tonight's special honoree. I want to take you all back 45 years to the fall of 1981, my freshman year, and my first week on campus at Yale University. I was at the gym looking for the fencing room. But why was I there? I was not actually a top-ranked junior fencer. I was the total opposite. I'd simply taken a 4-week summer camp in high school, and I had such a great time. I said, when I get to college, I'm going to join the fencing club. So there I was, on the 7th floor, in the fencing room, and there were 2 fencers there. They happened to be the captain of the men's and women's varsity team. And when I asked about the club, they said, to my disappointment, I'm sorry, we don't have a club. We don't have club fencing here. However, I could try out for the team. In fact, they both said, we never fenced before we came to Yale, but we have the most incredible coach, and he was willing to teach beginners. Come tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. with your sneakers for practice. I was intrigued. Who was this amazing coach? It turns out that Coach Henry Harutunian, known by all simply as Coach, was born in 1932 and came from Armenia, then part of the Soviet Union, where he was a successful fencer and a member of the Soviet national coaching staff. He immigrated to Boston and coached at Brandeis University for 3 years. He raised his family. 2 of them are here. His daughters are here tonight, Susie and Maria, and their families in the back. I fenced against Susie when she was a 14-year-old, and she still beat me. But Coach came to Yale in 1970 after 3 years at Brandeis and was recruited to be the new head coach. And in the decade between 1970 and 1981, when I was standing in that room, he'd already started to work his magic to turn around a really underperforming men's team. In his first decade at Yale, in fact, 4 of his students who had never touched a saber before they came to Yale, they became All-American fencers by their senior year. One of those All-Americans, Ed Barksdale, didn't even start fencing till his sophomore year, much to the chagrin of Coach. Why do you come to me now? You'll be wasting 1 year. But this shows that Coach was willing to train anybody, any student, even sophomores he would give lessons to. So in the early 70s, Coach also started a women's program, and within a decade, it had become one of the winningest teams in the nation, winning 3 NCAA championship titles in the years that I was there. As one of America's top coaches of that era, he was invited to be one of the 3 Olympic coaches in 1984 Los Angeles Games. Yeah, coming back next soon, right? In addition to being named the coach of multiple Pan Am and World University Games teams. In 2019, Coach retired from Yale at the young age of 87 years old. But during his 49 years at Yale, which is probably the longest coaching tenure of any coach at Yale, and if not in the NCAA history, 49 years, he trained dozens of All-Americans and several U.S. national and Olympic team competitors, some of who are here tonight. Well, back to my story. I showed up the next day at 3:30 for practice in my sneakers. I learned footwork and for weeks, but after I finally got a French foil weeks later. The team practiced 5 days a week, 3 hours a day, and I got the honor of taking weekly private lessons with Coach Harutunian. Looking back on things, those were like some of the most precious lessons and times of my life, those 4 years of lessons with Coach. Because he emphasized to all of us students that if we worked hard and that we were dedicated and we believed in ourselves and we had faith in ourselves, there's no reason each of us could not be a nationally ranked fencer. Actually, his language was much more colorful than that. I just want to share it with you. He wanted us to dream big, and he expected so much from us and made us really believe that we could do it. His phrase that I love was, "We be doing." "We be doing" was really his namesake and way of saying, we're going to do this. We are going to do it. It was a very positive way for us to believe in ourselves that no matter what, we be doing, we're going to do this. But he also said we should prioritize our studies first before fencing. That made my parents very happy. After all, that was the reason we were here in college, not for fencing. So he really balanced the academics and fencing. I did spend 20 hours a week training in all of my 4 years of college. I dreamed big like Coach wanted us to dream. I wanted to make the Junior Olympic finals. I wanted to be Coach's first All-American foil fencer. I wanted to make the U.S. national team. Unfortunately, I didn't achieve any of those dreams. I'm so sorry, Coach, to disappoint you. But years later, as I reflected back on the value of my college education and who were my most important teachers at Yale, it's clear in my mind that my most important teacher was not in the classroom, but in the fencing room. Because from Coach, I learned how to learn, I learned teamwork, and above all, I learned the secret that if you set huge goals for yourself and apply yourself with that belief and commitment and faith in yourself, you may not get there, but you will get much further than you think you were going to get. So from fencing and from Coach, I gained valuable life lessons that have helped me in my professional career in more than my classroom work. So thank you, Coach. I'm really so grateful for everything that you gave me. Well, that's my story. Thanks for listening. And now let me share some greetings from other Yale fencing alumni from across America who have sent in some of their fond memories of Coach Harutunian as part of tonight's special event. Can we roll the video, please?
56 years ago, as a freshman on the old campus at Yale, I heard my landline phone ring. When I picked it up, there was an Armenian voice yelling at me, "Boy, what be problem? Why you no be fencing on 7th floor of gym?" He already knew that my dad had been an Olympic fencer, and he wanted to know why I wasn't keeping the tradition.
He poured all his time, effort, and energy into us, his students. Not an abstract goal, not numbers. He was giving of himself to people, one by one, believing in us as individuals with potential.
60 seconds is far too short to tell you what he means to me and to Yale fencing. I can drop you some of his greatest hits. Take bull by horns. You need to eat 2-portion meat, 1 touch at a time.
Bridge is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Every day is the gift.
Coach was not afraid of anything or anybody. Damn it. Being with Coach was where I learned a lot about courage. He made us believe that we could achieve anything and even more than what we thought we could do.
One of my biggest memories is we went to a tournament in Philadelphia, where I'm from, and to save money or because of the budget, we stayed at my parents' house. So the team, the coach, everybody, we stayed at my parents' house for the duration of the tournament. And Coach pretended to us like his English was very bad, he was very gruff, but he woke up early and had coffee with my mother, who surprisingly told me how nice he was and how his English was really quite perfect.
Coach Harutunian is the reason why my father started fencing in 1970. He is the reason why I started fencing and my sister started fencing in the 90s. And because of him, my kids are fencers today. Coach has impacted the lives of literally generations of American fencers.
Coach's dedication to Yale was infectious, and he expected that of his students as well. When I was in the recruitment process, I didn't respond to his emails for 24 hours because I was touring campus. He took my silence as a lack of interest and gently suggested that perhaps this decision is not right for me because he really wanted his students to truly love Yale. I quickly responded, "No, I am interested. I was just touring campus," and he happily let me onto the team. Coach just loves Yale, the institutions of both Yale and Yale fencing, and it showed, and everyone around him felt it. Coach Harutunian truly has a special place in the history of Yale fencing, and I was happy to be there for a small slice of it.
I have so many fond memories of my 4 years of fencing at Yale, but my best memories are playing ping pong with you in the basement, just talking. I am so happy that they're giving you this honor. Congratulations, it is well deserved.
Coach was charismatic, funny, witty, dedicated, passionate, caring, and what I can tell you about Coach is that I'm grateful to have learned from him. Thank you so much, Coach. Love you, Coach.
Coach, we met 40 years ago on the 7th floor of Payne Whitney. And now in our hallway, we have photographs of you that you took of us when we were teenagers. We want to thank you for all you've given, both to us and to the world of fencing, both at Yale and far beyond.
I am forever grateful to it.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach, I want you to know that I heard every word you ever told me, even if I almost never followed your instructions.
Thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you for the incredible legacy that you left with the team at Yale.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Coach, you have touched so many lives and have made us all better people for it. Enjoy this night. You really deserve it.
So happy to be recording this video and so happy that we'll be celebrating you shortly. And I love you very much.
Thank you so much. And all my kids are fencing because of what the sport means to me. Thank you so much.
The word legacy means your imprint and impacts in what you have made on future generations of fencers. Coach, on behalf of all your students, and I'd like to have all the members of the Yale fencing family stand up now. Are you here in the house? On behalf of all your students here and all across America and the world, you've made us all better, stronger people. You give us a piece of yourself, and we carry you with us in our hearts all the time. Thank you and congratulations.
For coming and celebrating something of the special sport. I believe we're not so big in the fencing, but we love fencing because this fencing makes us better how human beings. We become more educated, more better, more quality of the life, and worthiness of the life is everything is come from the D'Artagnan. I went in 6th grade. Coach come to the class and said, "Who is one fencing?" About 20 or 25 people in class, only one person put his hand. Why? Because I read of the D'Artagnan, story of the Dumas, and I thought that's an interesting thing to try. But I've been very disappointed when first I go there and they're showing me white uniform. I said, "This for sick people." Why I need to put in sick people? No, that's the uniform. So making story short, more I go to fencing, more I learn. Fencing teaching many things with life teaching themselves. You know, be patient, be go and be a winner. To be a winner, you need to have patience. To be good patient, that means prepare yourself. You need not only prepare physically yourself, but mentally. There's two games going together. And that's the beauty of the fencing. There's so much mental and physical combined together. They're making sport unbelievable. Other sport, most of need only physical. There's no brain. No way can be called fencer if you don't have brain. You'll be surprised see me in the Olympic jacket. This is Olympic jacket of the Los Angeles, California, 84. Why I using this jacket? Because of the memory and my respect to captain of the fencing team, the Jack King. When he celebrates his, I'm not sure, 70 or 60 years old, he's invited me to the athletic club in Connecticut. And he's put me to next, he's sitting here, left side, his wife, I'm sitting to right. So I come driving from Connecticut, Jack said, come, sit down. and I saw he's in red jacket. He said, jacket is little too tight, but it's Olympic jacket. And I said, that's the spirit of the Jack King. He's been great guy, and his support Yale unbelievable. And that's why I want to say, that's the reason I'm using this jacket today, of the memory of the Jack King. Beautiful man, beautiful man. Okay, I'm sorry. President of the Yale. President of the Yale being unbelievable supportive to Yale fencing. Diamante, almost father, when we win 4 or 6 best intercollegiate men's trophy, I said to Capitan that year, talk to the president and tell anything he's like it, take it from this trophy and keep for 6 months or 1 year, and then we need to return trophy. So I don't remember who take there. I'd be not surprised if Tim Miller or Kto or Martin Bloomer. But I have call from secretary. Oh, president just come to office. He see this old trophy here, and he said, what is trophy here? And he said, coach sent trophy and said, you choose whatever you like it and keep in your office. And funny things, he said, invited everybody from his office to my office. So I take Martin Bloomer and Tim Miller and somebody else. You not there, yeah? Okay. So anyway, who is in summer there? So we go to the president's office, and he said, you win this? I said, yes, that's Yale win, and you choose. And funny thing, how this man with Italian big heart, he's looked at the trophy, and he's put his fingers in Iron Man. That's the best foil fencer in the United States. In the past, that's very famous. And he said, I want this trophy. So, yeah. So that's the story of my beautiful president. Unfortunately, he's on smoking, on stop, and he died very early. He's very beautiful, beautiful president. In my last word to you, I want to thank you for all of you for coming, and I want, in bottom of my heart, you safely go to your home, to your family, to your children. Okay? Thank you very much.